The U.S. Supreme Court will hear arguments over whether former President Donald Trump can be criminally prosecuted or not. And the outcome could have major implications on the special counsel's 2020 election interference case against Trump.
It could also impact this year's presidential race. CBS News' Skylar Henry has more from the Supreme Court.
Another historic day at the U.S. Supreme Court, where justices will soon hear arguments to decide if former President Donald Trump has absolute immunity from criminal prosecution for official actions he took while in office.
If a president doesn't have full immunity, you really don't have a president.
Two lower courts have already rejected Trump's claims of immunity. The High Court's decision would determine whether or not special counsel Jack Smith can move forward with his case, charging Trump with scheming to overturn the 2020 presidential election results, which Trump denies.
They've never recognized this sort of immunity from criminal prosecution that Trump is requesting. So I think it's a pretty uphill battle for the Trump side.
If the court rules against the former president's immunity claims, his election interference trial could possibly start before the election this November. Though the court could also decide to send the case back to the lower courts. Legal experts say that would also add even more delays to the proceedings.
The Supreme Court understands that time is of the essence here and that all sides and the public all want a prompt decision, whatever that may be.
The Supreme Court's decision is expected to come by early July. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
Today, former President Trump will be back in a Manhattan courtroom, though, is required for his criminal trial there. He's accused of falsifying business records to hide payouts to conceal an alleged past affair ahead of the 2016 presidential election. Now, Trump has publicly said the judge in that case denied his request to be in Washington for today's Supreme Court arguments.